had to be completely honest with myself. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's not a physical tired. It's a very, it's in the soul. It's like I'm tired. I'm tired of going through this shit. Tired of everything not working out. And I'm just like, I tried. And I can't not lie and say, it's not like you don't want to live kind of thing. It's more of if God were sitting across from me right now, there would be a part of me that would just want to go up to him and say, listen, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm physically and mentally spent, and I'm done. And it's a silent battle too. And it's a battle we kind of hide from the world and from the people we love and the people we want to love or want to love us, because who wants a broken person? It's like, if they knew, like if the people in your life knew how broken we were, like, would they stay?
You could just ignore that girl. That girl who broke your heart or cheated on you, just ignore her. You're going to continue your ascent, and she's going to have to watch you for the rest of her life be the man that she could have been with that she's no longer good enough for. The best thing you can do is simply ignore her. That is the powerful move. Guys, this is some life advice from the Top G. If you're sitting at home and you want to do better than the current position you're in, the first thing you have to do is blame absolutely everything on yourself, whether it's good or bad, because once you take absolute self-accountability, then you will find actions you can take, steps that you can make, which are going to directly correlate towards your successes. If you blame outside sources, if you say I was unlucky, or the government did this, or this politician, or this person lied about me, then you're blaming other people and you feel helpless. You need to feel in charge. You got to take absolute self-accountability. And your girl left you, you miss her. I get it. We've all been heartbroken. She's with a new guy. You're upset. She doesn't care. You care. I get all of it. But there has to be a point where you get to a level of pride and you just go, that's not who I am. I lost her. That's life. Going through a breakup sucks. And every single man out here, no matter what they say, understands how bad it is to go through a breakup and understands what heartbreak's like. It's difficult. It's not easy. Unfortunately, the unfortunate reality is that chasing her and being dedicated to her and saying you're going to do whatever she wants, etc., is very unlikely to work. It's very unlikely to work, and you have to look at the scenario you're in, look at the chessboard, and make the best possible move. When you're heartbroken, when you're truly heartbroken, you can't even sleep. And your mind is constantly preoccupied. And instead of seeing that as a negative, what you need to do is use that as a source of unlimited power. If I was truly heartbroken today, let's imagine, and I could barely sleep, I'd be in better shape than I've ever been. I'd train like a fucking animal. You have to just take the energy inside of you. Energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be converted. And you have to look at that and understand that the sadness inside of you is energy. You can't destroy it, but you can convert it into something else which is constructive. And you're just gonna have to suck it up, buttercup, and get over it. And there's no other way to do it. And obviously having an abundance of women makes that easier, but I wouldn't even put it that way. I'd say if you were with a woman and you lost her and you're now lonely and she's going to be moving on and you're absolutely not heartbroken and you're destroyed inside, I understand how difficult that is. But now you have genuine sadness inside of you, which is unlimited motivation for you to become a fucking beast, become an animal. And by the time you're finished becoming an animal, you won't care anymore. So if you really want to cure yourself, you just say, I'm going to get a six-pack and I'm going to get bigger arms. And by the time my arms are this size and I have a six-pack, then I'm going to think about that bitch. And you'll realize you don't give a shit about her anymore. That's just the way the world works. When you leave them, they're like, why did you leave me? Because I lived one life, my dear, and I lived my life to the best of my ability. And some things upset you. And instead of staying in line, you just thought that the best thing to do would be to become a nagging, horrible person. And I know you feel like I am obligated to deal with it because I turned you into this person. But I disagree. You could have analyzed the chessboard and came to me kindly and nicely and begged for me to stop and stayed lovely and nice so that I wanted to be with you. Because once I don't want to be around you anymore, you don't really have much leverage, do you, my love? I've lost women who I didn't want to lose, but I let them go. I didn't beg for them back. I didn't cry about it. I just let them leave. Most of the time, men truly lose at life is because they've attached themselves to a queen and they won't let her up. They won't sacrifice her.
Say goodbye politely. Keep working hard. Increase your value as a man. Wait 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, and wait till you are the man and she's just now some chick. Then you win.
I have walked away from women I loved with all my heart and women I missed for months, but I never fucking told them, and I never texted them, and I just fucking, I was a man about it.
Right.
Being a man about things isn't not feeling things. It's feeling things and still acting like a man. One day you're going to look back on all the things you're currently going through and you're going to be glad they happened. If you have the right mental model, if you change how you think, one day you will look back and be glad they happened. And the most fantastic thing about changing the way you think is, regardless of what people say to you or despite the fact they tell you it's not true, I promise you, one of the only things on the planet you can control is what you think. You can't control the weather, can't control other people, can't control if your heart stops. You can't even keep it beating. But you can control what you think. I'm not saying it's easy, but it can be done. And if you change the way you view things, you change the perspective, you'll be happy that it's happened to you. And she now talks to you like she hates you over one thing you've done after thousands of efforts showing how dedicated you are to her. And even now that you're prepared to die for her, she doesn't give a shit about you. I understand that pain. But my answer is, good. It's still good. Now take all of that pain, and then you're going to become the kind of person that you don't need.
I'm really gonna miss you. You know, I'm really gonna miss you. Take care. And she's like, wait, what? That's it? Cold. Gotta be a G, bro. That's the game. But as a man, you need to be able to walk away. You need to be able to keep your respect for yourself. And you need to go work on you, because begging a woman back or catering and negotiating will never work. It is just simply a shit test that you will lose in. And I have no hate in my heart for women. I genuinely believe that. It's been my experience.
It's supposed to be hard. Life is supposed to be hard. You're supposed to think this is terrible. You're supposed to suffer and smile through the pain regardless. Discipline is the key to success in all realms as a man. And if you lack it, you stand no chance. Oh yeah, she left you to be by herself. She left you to sit at home alone and watch TV. Yeah, 100%. 100% that's why she left you, G. She left you because she just really wanted to sit at home by herself, not to run around with some other dude. You're totally right. She's a good person. She's different than all the rest. Completely agree. Don't worry, you can sleep just fine at night. Maybe you should text her when you're lonely. Send her a text. She might text back this time. She's definitely not with some dude. You know all those other times she didn't reply? She was tired. She was asleep. Don't worry about it. This time she might text back. Miss you too. Wish we could have worked out. There's not some dude like me sitting next to her laughing at your messages. You cannot stop. You cannot give up. Most of you are happy to be losers part-time. You want to escape, but then that new video game comes out. I'll just play the video game. I'll just be a loser for 2 more weeks. Then I'll get back to trying to escape the matrix. It doesn't work that way, because you jump in and out of complacency from I'm happy to be a loser and do loser things to I can't be a loser anymore. When you jump in and out, you never get momentum. You cannot quit. You cannot give up. You need that momentum to break free. When a rocket is flying out towards the moon to escape the atmosphere, it doesn't fucking pause halfway up the sky, does it? No, it keeps going. You are the only person who can make this work, and you're also the only person who can fuck this up. Good times don't last forever. Neither do the bad times. It's gonna come, it's gonna go. And you just have to be ready to ride the storm and enjoy it for what it is. Maybe when you go truly crazy, you can enjoy the bad times as much as you can enjoy the good times, because there's no light without dark. I don't know about you, but my brother and I, our best stories are being broke. If I buy a Lamborghini, I don't care. But if I buy a Lamborghini and then laugh about how I didn't have a car, now I want the car. There's no light without dark. There's no joy without pain. If I were to ask you, do you actually, truly believe in your heart that you can escape the matrix? Do you believe you can do what I have done? Do you believe you can make $1 million a week, and buy a new car every week, and get arrested and become more famous and doesn't matter, and come out and have all these famous friends and travel the world and all these women can adore you? Do you actually believe in yourself, or have you been demoralized? Self-belief is something that is purported and pushed. It's something that is advertised by a bunch of people. You got to believe in yourself. You have to understand, you don't have to believe in yourself for all the hippie garbage reasons they're giving you. You have to believe in yourself because every single time you're going to want to do something which is exceptional, you're going to have to suffer. And the only way you can suffer is if you believe you will reach it to the other side. I don't feel motivated. Newsflash, neither do I sometimes. not going to always feel like doing it. You have to do it anyway because it's your duty to do it because you don't want to be a fucking loser. That's the whole point. If you felt like doing it all the time, then there would be no magic to it. The magic is that you do it regardless of how you feel. What do you mean you need motivation? You don't need motivation. You have a duty to not be a loser anymore because the hole in the sky is closing.